bringing you on a beautiful walk at the Hidden Hills Lake on this beautiful Venus day, the 3rd of April, 2020, Perfect Vision Day. This divine feminine, all of curves and nature, knows the way to healing, all things, always. And I wanted to talk today about relationships. Everything in life is about relationships. How am I relating first and foremost to myself? Then to my elements, to my Mother Earth, my Father Sun, to the heavens and to the earth below. And then, if I can do that with balance and wholeness, I might be able to form some really beautiful relationships with others, so that I'm in a lifting and gifting state rather than a competing and comparing in the divisions, in the ratios or races in the race. And what a beautiful time this is to bring ourselves into, instead of saying that you're in a lockdown, say you're in a cloister. How about you're cloistering into nature, cloistering to get at home with yourself, to be not lost in your own home, your home being your body. If you're having any disturbances, and everyone is having disturbances with that mirror that's shining from the outside, giving you an opportunity to look at your own beautiful self. There's things in myself that I am not so strong at, and other things in myself that I have an innate knowledge, a strength, and a wisdom. And I wanted to talk about that today because not even facing the camera at myself, but holding that utmost honesty and vulnerability. I care so much about other people and them to get it, that it brings me some pain and suffering. And that's not going to help them. It just makes me have not balance or not wholeness. So if I really honored myself, I would honor everyone else for exactly where they are. And those of you that know me know I've shared a lot about my relationship with my beautiful divine masculine, heartfelt human that I live with, that shows me pieces of myself that I don't really like. And he holds some beautiful divine architecture of that divine masculine that holds some structure, holds wanting to protect, wanting to hold on to the old systems and make sure that I'm okay. And I've many times over these years have to break the bond of our relationship to free it up so that I can evolve and therefore our relationship can evolve. And each time, everyone gets the benefit of that experience. So this cloistering time, this going inward as spring is exploding outward, is the perfect opportunity for self-reflection, ownership, and utmost, when there's a crack in the armor or your vulnerability gets cracked, or you get an experience that shows you a part of yourself that you disown or dislike, gives you an opportunity then to let the light in. Let the light in. And there's a light here coming in. So we're getting this opportunity to find our home in our home, to let our light in, so that each and every one of our brothers and sisters on this planet, no matter what they're experiencing, deserves love, deserves honor, deserves respect. I give such gratitude to every single person that is here, taking their precious, divine breath and time to be here with me as I humbly walk as a empty vessel. And I humbly offer on this beautiful Friday, on this Venus day, on this Tiamat day of this beautiful planet. And she will be in alignment with Pluto, which is that deepest, darkest place in ourselves. And you can see what's happening on the external. It's externally kind of unraveling right before our very eyes, externally, but also the opportunity to let more light in. So the structures of Pluto and connecting up with this beautiful star, Venus. She's beautiful. If you have seen her in the night sky, she's been very, very bright. And we're freeing up our patterns, freeing up anything that, so you can see where every bit of fear has been brought up for each of us to examine, where do we hold fear in ourselves. You know, you can say that you're not in fear, and then you can get face to face and get kissed on the cheek by the coronavirus. I was kissed on the cheek 3 weeks ago today from someone that came down with it. And it was a test. How am I in relationship with fear? I can't say that I didn't have a little glitch. I thought about it. I thought, whatever will be, will be. I've been doing a lot to increase and boost up my immune system, between what I'm eating, to the supplements I'm taking, to all of the methods of my meditation. So it's a spiritual, physical, and emotional. So how am I thinking? What am I thinking? What am I giving my thought to? What am I paying attention to? Where am I sourcing my news from? Am I taking time to plug into the deepest part of myself that goes into the deepest part of the earth? Am I focused there? Or am I giving my power to something that's external of me? Whether it's a person or people or place or a thing. You know, this is really when the rubber hits the road, and what road are you going to be on? And I'm choosing to take this crack of light as we enter into this beautiful opportunity to change our timelines. And that might sound like really new age, but really, if you think about everyone's collective unconsciousness is creating the reality we're in, it's just a matter of getting our collective unconsciousness together in unity and love and a lifting and gifting, and a society where we're all supporting each other in each other's uniqueness and each other's gifts and each other's like magnificence, instead of comparing and contrasting. I hold the utmost honor for each one of your uniquenesses, for each one of your gifts that shines through in this dark time. What if we took away the word work? Such a hard, enslaved word. How about if we made it funning? So instead of going to work, you went to fun. What if you went into funning? And I've been gifted for these years that I've stepped out of the working in that corporate world. It was a beautiful opportunity and a beautiful experience, but for the last 15 years I've been funning funning in my spirituality and in my quest to find some answers that my soul's been asking, questing in the fun I like to make and the art and the hats and all that frivolous stuff that I do, but it's so important and part of my uniqueness. And part of it is holding this new way of being in relationship with each other. What if a person that's over there doing something that you don't approve of, it's exactly what they need to be doing in this lifetime for that wholeness to happen? And that gives me permission to be my uniqueness, my specialness, which is maybe on the opposite side. Have you ever seen a war solve a problem? How about if we solved the problem with our unity consciousness? So I'll invite you to join in the meditation Saturday night, 9:45. I have a Facebook event, but it's not that I'm going to lead it. You're going to lead it. You connect with your center source. You connect with who you really are. And you bring that down into the middle of the Mother Earth. And you bring it up into the stars, into the heavens, into the sun, into the central sun, into the cosmic sun, into all the other universes that are above us. And if you wait long enough, there's no straight lines in this beautiful, beautiful nature. Nature doesn't create in straight lines. It's all curves. And eventually, you'll curve around and it will connect. And if we all came into that and we created what we want to see on the world today, what kind of love do you want to see for each other and humanity, to all the species, the honorings? How do you want to see the earth and how she's honored? How do you want to see your grandchildren's going 7 generations? Because this is the time. This is the time that we have to create that. If we're only thinking about what is broken and trying to get back what we had, we're going to miss the opportunity. And there's multiple different opportunities as far as the astrological alignment in this year of 2020. But this time, 9:45, Saturday night, find your uniqueness. Connect into that thing that's way beyond you. And start to really think about how you want this world to be. I see there's no sickness. Whatever this virus is gone. The healthcare workers are healthy. The farmers are beautifully growing their food. The water is clean and flowing. We have free energy, maybe even energy with hydrogen. We can take water and make vehicles with that. What if we didn't need airplanes anymore? Maybe we could have a different way of traveling to see each other. Maybe when we had groups of togetherness, nobody was fighting with each other. They were all in harmony and unity. What if we learned how every single person is the beautiful gift, doing exactly their beautiful gift? And I'm not talking about the evil distortions. I'm just talking about a normal balance of an acid and alkaline world, a normal balance of the day and the night, a normal balance of the female and the male, so that we become a balanced masculine, feminine, masculine, a light, love, light. So what if you took all opposites and knew that you were all of them? There was nothing that you would go against. So I carry you on this beautiful walk into Hidden Hills. It's a beautiful day to be alive. It's a beautiful day to create the new earth, to create the new world that you want to live in. We have an opening right now. This portal will be opening at 9:45 Saturday night. I plan on being outside, and if it's not raining, which I don't think it will be, under the stars, meditating for a half an hour for the type of earth I plan on living in. I plan on living on this beautiful earthly plane that I can see everyone's uniqueness, that the musicians are playing music again and the people are dancing again, and they're dancing not in the old way but in the new way. They're doing a new dance. A dance because they understand what it meant to have freeness, put a dome on it. Because freedom doesn't have a limitation. There's no dome on free. So I'm going to ask you, where's your sovereignty? This is sovereignty, or Perfect Vision 2020. Where is it? Where have you given your power? So that you feel that maybe at this point in time when you should feel the most free, you're feeling captive. You're feeling lost in your home. This is the time to go into your home, to connect with something that's so much bigger than you. Are you afraid of dying? It's the ultimate fear. It's the biggest gift that we have right now. And like I spoke of earlier, 3 weeks ago I got kissed on the cheek, both cheeks, hugged really big by a person who came down with this virus. And about 5 days later, he was very sick. And a lot of the people that I love and I work with as in my little town that I won't name, but were also exposed. And as of now, from that exposure, nobody has been diagnosed, but not to say. There's cases in Orneville right now. And I know that we can do this together. We can end this coronavirus. But we have to be able to find our home within. Find a path. Plug into nature. Plug into that peace and heartbeat that she offers us. Follow the path of your divine will rather than your ego will. And that divine will has brought me on many and many a path. People think I'm absolutely insane or crazy or some kind of, I've heard this before. What kind of marriage do you have that you do whatever you want to do and that person's like, what, okay with it? Well, you know what? Maybe we have to create new kinds of relationships where people allow each other to be that kind of uniqueness, that kind of divine feminine and divine masculine that doesn't need to hold or possess anyone else. And if anyone needs any help or support in relationships right now, I offer it for the love of offering and not for my abundance is high-level energy exchanges, and it really doesn't have anything to do with money or dead presidents. It has to do with my funning. I love to fun in making alignments, owning your shadow, owning your gifts. And if you can't own your gift, if you don't own the shadow. So, making a decision to do this spur of the moment Facebook Live as I take Elvis and Priscilla on a walk around the lake. And if anybody really feels the need that they're going out of their freaking mind and wants to make an appointment to come out to the lake to walk and talk, I offer that to you. I offer you this place of peace, this place of serenity, this place to plug in. Sometimes when we live just even a little bit bigger of a city, it's hard to quiet your mind enough to allow nature to speak to you. And I've been gifted to have the opportunity to live on a place like this, where it is so much easier to tap in. And I am not saying I don't have challenges. I have challenges like everyone else has challenges. And I think I said earlier, one of my biggest challenges is that I care so much. I love so much. I get kind of angry when people are kind of dilly-dallying in the media, or dilly-dallying with division or dividing or ratioing or Democrating or Republicaning or whatever you want to call all of that division. The solution isn't in dividing. The solution isn't in war. If you take war and you turn the W upside down, it's Mar, it's Mary. It's the alignment of Mary giving birth to the sun. And that alignment of the Orion and all of this alignment of the celestial bodies. And they're all in our body. Every celestial body is in your body. You're part of the universe. You're made of stardust and stars. And I gave a talk a couple of weeks ago, or maybe it was just last week, on a journey through your energy centers and a journey through the planets within your energy centers and what these planets mean and how we're kind of all guided by different planets, each one of us individually. We were born at a time when this alignment was unique to your birth. And I know there's a song I've sang before, but it's Sweet Honey in the Rock. And it's when each child is born, a morning star rises and sings to the universe who you are. And how many people know that the universe is singing a song to them of who you are? And you are the prayers of your grandmothers. And you're the dreams of your grandfathers. And you're the breath of your ancestors. And you're a child of this light. So I'm in my little favorite spot right here in the middle of this gorgeous place, the ancestor tree. And I have so many memories here. I camped out here and have done a vision quest here, as well as some vision quests in other parts of the world. But this one right here that I did was a very powerful vision quest. In the middle of the night, something crushed my rattle from Peru, and it changed the pacha of my life. And as everyone knows, I'm embodying this medicine from the divine feminine spirits of Peru. And if you have a chance to sleep without a tent, I slept in a hammock right here. And really stay awake and get the medicine and the messages. And after that rattle broke, I realized that I had to change what I'd been sourcing from. I don't know about you, but I've sourced a lot from approval of other people. And that has made me susceptible to imbalance. Caring so much about what other people think of you doesn't allow you to be who you really are. Or your uniqueness, because you're kind of looking for other people's approval. Now, some people might think, wow, she doesn't look like she's like that. She'll wear anything she wants. She does and lives and does anything she wants. Very much true. But still deep inside, I was still looking for someone to approve of me. And this time that we're having now, I don't know. I've never cared more and I could never care less. It's not that I don't care about what others, it's just that I don't care about what you think of me. And that gives me the freedom to express what I have to express. So right now I'm pointing you guys at my house. And it's that one with the solar panels on top. And I just wanted to share that. For now, 7 years, I have been planting my own food, getting the energy from the sun, doing honoring and prayers into the Pachamama for changing our world situation. I've been doing it all quiet, all silent, don't really know what I'm doing. And some of you who know me in the dancing world or the music world, they think, oh gosh, what happened to Lori? Well, I changed my name to Lola Luz. It's my light language name, Lola Luz, Lulus, so it's 2 Lulus. I'm laying down the grid in my own system of alignment in my planets, in my own body, taking me from Sunday, which is the sun, that's my solar plexus, up to the moon, which is in my third eye. That moon, that governor, that energy of the moon that governs the waters in my own body, that governs the waters in this planet that we live on. If everyone knows, we're going into the full moon time now, so I did ceremony for new moon, I'll do ceremony for full moon. And the moon will dictate what you do in this realm because it is the governor. And then you go into this beautiful, and these planets, these cosmic alignments in your own body, the solar plexus, the governor of this moon. So solar plexus is 1, the moon is 2. And then we go to Tuesday, which is Mars Day, which is 9. 9 holds all the numbers. 9 is, if you take Mar and turn it upside down, the M turns to a W, it's war. But it's not war against someone else. It's war within your own governors. To get your bodies, your internal bodies in alignment, you need to make sure that you're not being controlled on the external. So Mars is located in the root chakra. Mars, red planet, in your own body, in your root chakra, the number 9. And then we travel up to what happens after we have a governor. We have to get a message. And where does the message come? From Mercury, number 5, in the throat chakra. I can speak my balance. I can also speak imbalance. I can speak a lot of things that spells turn into spells, words or swords that can either cut or unite. So I take that energy of the Mars and I bring it down into my heart. And my heart of my hearts, that's Venus. That's today. That's the 6th day. And if you looked at that beautiful that transit of Venus, I think it's 8 years, 9 years it makes its transit. And it's a beautiful concave, like a circle. It's not a pentagon, but it's this beautiful circular star, right? It's a star. It makes a star pattern. But it's this beautiful knowing that Venus, this beautiful star, this 6, and 6 is Phi. It's all of nature is in Phi. It's in the Fibonacci sequence. It's in the Platonic solids. It's in every kind of structure, from the smallest structure to the largest structure is Phi, is in this 6 Venus. And then from Friday we go into Saturn Day, which is Saturday, which is setting some rules and setting some. We need to have these rules, but know what? We need some new rules, don't we? We don't need to be controlled on the outside. We need some controllers on the inside of our own Saturn. Again, a root chakra. So you've got the days of the week. You've also have 2 extra days. You were like, what happened to those 2 extra numbers? Well, 4 and 7, that makes 11. And 1 plus 1 is 2. 4 is the head of the moon, key 2. 7 is the tail of the moon, Rahu. And those 2, you've got 3 numbers that are in the controller position of this planetary alignment. And now I've given you this cosmic alignment. It's inside of us. So the days of the week do not go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nope. It doesn't. It actually has a different order. And if you think and you act and you be in it, you wear the colors of those planets, you wear the colors of the alignment, you might have an easier transition through this birth that we're having right now, the birth of coming home. So with that, I offer you the most love and wholeness and balanced vibrations and this beautiful Venus day, this beautiful day. I wear pink to celebrate. I wear the energies of love from my heart, from my high heart. This high heart of knowing it's a non-personal love. If you took your heart and you knew what a high heart is reciprocity, it's irony. You have 2 chambers in your heart that give and 2 chambers that receive. If you're only worried about yours, You're not in the high heart. You're in the give me, give me, give me. But if you're giving and receiving and giving and receiving, abundance abounds. And with that, I want to tell you I love you so much. Again, in this time of social distancing, if you feel the need to come walk around the lake, private message me. I'll let you park. We won't touch each other. I won't let you in the house. So make sure you go to the bathroom before you come. Or you can pee in the woods. What the hell? Nature loves it when we make union and that kind of thing. It's a beautiful thing to know that our waste makes food in the garden. So we're in the garden right now. So in my earth, it's a beautiful day. A beautiful day to connect. Deep dive into nature. Turn off the news, turn off the channeling, turn off anything that you're not getting messages from the divine higher self and within yourself. And with that, I love you so much in wholeness and balanced vibrations.